For some of our partners, we are booking around 5 to 10 estimates a day. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how we turn Facebook leads into confirmed shown kitchen and bath estimates without wasting ad spend on tire kickers. So before we dive in, you're probably wondering, who am I to speak about this? So here's the proof. We're not like a generic lead gen shop. We run appointment systems exclusively for kitchen and bathroom remodelers, and the numbers are our own. So we have basically built our whole business on a performance-based model, and that's obviously something that has forced us to be extremely good at what we're doing, because it is directly tied to our revenue in the business. So right now we're scheduling over 1,000 appointments a month across our partners, and we have a 80% show rate B2C for the appointments that we book for the partners. And throughout the time that we've been running this business, we've spent over $9 million in ad spend. We don't work with multiple niches. Our mission is to revolutionize and generate the absolute best marketing for kitchen and bathroom remodelers only. So what you'll walk away with by the end of this video, you'll have an exact system of how we use Facebook and Instagram to turn leads into shown appointments. And we're going to talk about the ad messaging that pre-qualifies the leads, so why conversion starts before the lead ever clicks, and what your ad has to do differently for getting someone that are looking for a 20K plus remodel. We're then going to talk about the nurture sequence that keeps leads warm, and how we keep homeowners engaged and moving toward a book time instead of ghosting after the first text. Then also we will talk about the show rate system that protects your spend, so the confirmation process that turns booked appointment into estimates that actually show up. So it's the same lead volume, it's the same ad spend. The only thing that changes is how many of those leads turn into actually in-home consultations. So it all starts with the ad. And I've seen this dozens of times when I've been on calls with remodelers, that most remodelers think conversion start after the leads comes in, but that's backwards, because if your ad attracts homeowners who want a $2,000 vanity swap, there's no nurture sequence that saves that lead for a 25K kitchen. So generic offers like free estimate are what every remodelers run, and they attract everyone, which qualifies no one. So there are some key elements that your ads must do, and that is pre-qualified by project scope and budget before they click, lead with price anchor and not a vague free consultation, and attract homeowners who can afford a full remodel, not a patch job. Repel low budget shoppers so your show rate stays high downstream. Because the thing is, Facebook and Instagram works like an algorithm, and you can kind of like easily fall into two different categories. You can tell Facebook that you just want a bunch of leads. Like, you can run ad messaging that are baiting and switching them, and then you are going to get a bunch of leads. But I would rather pay $40 or $50 for a really qualified lead than $18, which I've seen on a lot of other accounts that they're doing. Because if Facebook can give you what you want, which is then just a lot of leads, they're going to do it. But then they're going to find the leads in all of the bad neighborhoods because they're cheaper for getting to sign up. So that's why the ad messaging is so important, because it's going to dictate the exact type of people that are signing up. That's one thing. The next thing is then the lead form itself. So what happens after people click on the ad? Because this is basically like a shield that can optimize this algorithm. Because if you're running an ad that are attracting a lot of people, which is great, then you can condition your pixel and algorithm to find better people by asking good qualifying questions on that. So one question you could always ask is making sure that they're in the area, because whether we like it or not with Facebook, sometimes you just get leads that are out of area. And if you don't ask this question, you're just wasting your money optimizing the ad spend towards people that aren't even in your service area. So always ask to get the homeowner verification and make sure they're in the area. Do you own a home in X area? Are you 50 miles within this do you own a home within 50 miles of this area? No, you could phrase it however you want, but this confirms that they're the homeowner and they are in the area. If you're then having if you're having an issue with people coming through with low budgets or low intent, you can always ask a budget qualifying question. So you can basically ask or tell them, our projects are starting from 20K, for instance. Is that something that you would be comfortable with investing? Then you say yes or no, this exceeds, yes, this is within my budget, or no, this exceeds my budget. Because then you can use conditional logic in the lead form to disqualify people that say no. And the key thing about that is, now Facebook wants you to get the most events possible. They want to give you as many leads as possible. But if every time someone clicks on this ad and now says no, they can't give you a lead, which means they aren't helping you out as an advertiser, which is their goal, to make you the most profitable as possible. Which means now Facebook knows, oh, we need to look elsewhere. We need to look in other neighborhoods to actually find people that can say yes to this budget question. And that means your quality is going to skyrocket as a result of that. Then also you can ask questions like when they're looking to get started with their project, to also get some higher intent leads from there. So let's see it in action. Here's basically a screenshot that, or not a screenshot, a video walking through one of the videos that we've generated for a partner.
For over 20 years, Coastal Cabinets and Countertops has been transforming kitchens up and down the Emerald Coast. Not from a call center, not from a franchise, but from right here in your neighborhood. We know the coastal style, we know the humidity, and we know how to build a kitchen that lasts. No corporate markup, no sales gimmicks, just honest work and fair pricing, starting from $15,000. Click Learn More below to book your free design consultation with Coastal Cabinets and Countertops.
Alright, so the reason why these types of ads are working really well is because they're kind of building trust. We can see that it's a family-owned business. We're making B-rolls of things or like locations that are actually in their area, so they feel like it's locally made. And then also we're price conditioning. We're telling them that projects are starting from this price. And sometimes we also like used it as this at the beginning of the video, so we can say like a full kitchen remodel starting from $25,000 in X area. That's right, and then it goes into the offer. The reason why that is working extremely well is because the way different people perceive that number is going to be subjective to how much money they have. So someone that have a lot of money, they would see that number and they would be like, oh yeah, that's reasonable. Where a lot of other people that don't have money, they would see this number and they would be like, yeah, there's no way I'm going to invest that in my kitchen right now. And that's fine, because then we get the quality people through that actually already have a budget in mind and are more ready to invest, and thereby higher intent leads. And just to like show you some of the numbers that we've seen for a similar company running this ad are the following. So as you can see, we booked for this partner in a month's time 47 appointments. That means we had a cost per appointment of $175. Our booking rate was 12%, and that's because in this example we optimized for a volume of leads, and then we basically were fine with having a lower booking rate. So that's always like something you can play around with. Maybe you're then paying $40 instead and you're getting a 20% booking rate. So these numbers always kind of go hand in hand. And the total revenue that was generated from this video itself was $184,000 with 11 deals closed. And that means the cost per acquisition approximately was around $800 if my math aren't totally wrong. Maybe it's a little bit lower. Yeah, I actually think 750 would be the right number, but overall the return on investment is great. Because as you can see, their cost of marketing, or their marketing cost percentage, is well under 10%, where exactly it is where we want it to be. Then we have the nurture sequence, because a homeowner just went from scrolling Facebook to filling out your form. They're not ready to book, they need to be educated, warmed up, and guided. So I can't stress this enough, and you have probably heard it a lot of time, that you need to reach out to these people immediately. So the moment the form is submitted, a call fires within 60 seconds, not 5 minutes later, and never from someone mid-install on another job. Because as a business owner, probably doing over $1 million a minimum a year, you have a lot of hats to wear in the business. And cycling through Facebook leads is just not high enough leverage. You should be spending your time, training your sales reps, or if you're still doing the appointments, you should be spending your time on improving that sales process so you can eventually get the best possible return on investment and thereby hire a sales rep. So it's way more high leverage, going out to estimates, only focusing on that, and then improving your close rate. Step number 2 is then valuable content delivery. So we answer the questions homeowners haven't asked yet. So we're going to basically, or you could also do this in-house if you have a team, ask them questions regarding financing, timeline, and what an in-home estimate actually involves, so they're prepared before you ever get out there, because then you don't kill your sales team's morale, you don't waste their time driving out, and ultimately it's just way more profitable, obviously. So always make sure that you ask them about their budget. Not like directly, you just tell them. Because if you ask them about what is your budget, they're going to be like, oh, maybe that's going to affect my quote. So you just tell them, our projects, for what you're looking to get done, our projects are normally ranging from anywhere from X to Y. Is that something that you would be comfortable with investing? The path then to a confirmed booking is every touch has one goal, and that is to get a specific date and time on your calendar, not just someone that are vaguely interested. So then from the actual booking, it's a matter of getting the show rate as high as possible, obviously, because a booked appointment isn't revenue, a shown appointment is. And most remodelers lose more money here than anywhere else in this funnel. So it's like every part of this system needs to be well optimized, because otherwise you're just kind of leaking money out and you aren't getting the full thing of this whole system, because you could book as many appointments as possible, but if you aren't optimizing them for the highest show rate, that's going to kill the whole system, because you aren't going to get the throughput you want then. So always confirm twice, a live call the day before and again in the morning of, not a text they can ignore. Lock every disposition so every appointment gets tagged, confirmed, rescheduled, or no answer, so nothing falls through unseen. And I always recommend giving them 3 calls at 3 different times, double dial, and then if they still haven't confirmed, you try to send messages, you're trying to basically tell them that you're super excited to come out, you're prepare some stuff, so they feel a bit worse, like seeing an actual human, if they aren't going to respond to you. So you could even also have your sales rep record a video of themselves talking about that they have prepared some stuff for their consultation, they're super excited, and then they're going to confirm at a much higher percentage. So don't just leave it to the contractor's front desk. Owning this step is the single highest return on investment move in the funnel. So that's something that we're also doing for some partners in-house, that we run this confirmation process and have an 80% B2C show rate, which is well above the industry norm for most agencies. Then also this step is extremely important. So the thank you page video. The moment a homeowner books, they land on a page with a short video from our team before anyone else has called them. And the reason why this is so powerful is, 1, it reinforces the commitment. So it plays while intent is the highest, right after they hit the submit button. It sets clear expectations about who will call them when and what to have ready for the estimate. And basically the show rate starts here, long before the confirmation call ever happens. So we always try to build this video based on the main objections that our partners are seeing. So basically we have taken all of those and then we have crafted it into this video to make sure that we can overcome the objections that could have led them to to canceling the appointment. So let's give it a watch.
Hey, my name's Ashley, and if you're on this page, it means you just scheduled your initial bathroom or kitchen consultation with someone from our team. I'm so glad you did. And I wanted to walk you through exactly what to expect so you feel completely prepared and confident when they arrive at your home. Here's what's going to happen when the consultant arrives at your home. First, they're going to take the time to really listen to your vision. What matters to you? What's not working in your current space? They want to understand your goals and your lifestyle before they show you anything. Then they'll take precise measurements and do a thorough assessment of your space. This helps them create an accurate quote and ensure everything fits perfectly. Don't worry, this is all part of the free consultation. They'll also walk you through material options and design styles. You'll see examples of real projects, everything from modern, sleek designs to classic, timeless styles. They'll have samples of countertops, tile, fixtures, and finishes right there so you can see and feel the quality in person. The best part? There's absolutely no pressure. This is a completely free consultation, and their job is to help you understand what's possible for your space and what it would cost. Nothing more. I know home remodeling can feel like a big decision, and you might have questions or concerns. That's completely normal. That's exactly what this consultation is for. The consultant is there to answer every single question you have and help you feel confident about your options. Whatever your budget is, they'll help you find solutions that work for you. Here's what I want you to know. The people you're working with genuinely love what they do. They get excited about helping homeowners create the kitchen or bathroom of their dreams. Whether you're looking for a complete transformation or just updating a few key elements, they have the expertise and creativity to make it happen. They take pride in delivering beautiful, high-quality work that lasts. You're in good hands. So when they arrive at your home, be ready to be inspired. Bring any photos or ideas you've been saving. Tell them about your lifestyle and what matters most to you. They're there to listen, to help, and to make this process as smooth and as enjoyable as possible. They can't wait to meet you and show you what's possible for your space. You got this.
All right, so this is a part of that nurture sequence, but other ways that we're also going to prepare them and make them more excited for the consultation is by sending them messages. So the messages is not that exciting, that's more just confirming the appointment, making sure that they're getting reminders up until the consultation. But where the magic happens is in the email nurture sequence. So this is something that we have also built with our partners. They've all told us what are their biggest objections when they are going out to these estimates, because we can basically craft those into emails that are overcoming these objections before they go out there, which increases the close rate a lot. So one of the things that they want to build before going out there is trust. So we're crafting emails that are going out, showcasing work that they have done before, reviews from people, like testimonials, and then also linking to like their website, also to their Google reviews, so they can read through all of these things before going out there. Basically like everything you can think of that will pre-educate them for this consultation and make it a more tactical conversation when you get out there. So if you want my team to help you with building out this entire system in terms of the ad nurture, show rate, on a complete pay per qualified appointment basis, then I've dropped the link in the description. If not, then I hope this video was valuable and that you can build this in-house. Have a good one. Bye bye.